Well, today I'm going to be nice and I'm going to read an excerpt from my book. And the reason for me doing that is because there's a lot of skepticism about the book. I've seen my book on forums, I've seen it on social networks, and there's still a lot of black women that are skepticism about what the book could be about simply because of its cover. So my book is literally being judged by its cover, and that's fine. I feel like if a celebrity or someone who these black women idolize were to have the book or talk about the book or post the book on their page, then everyone would be on board to read it. I feel like if Mona Scott Young would had the book in her hand or had one of her flunkies on the show have the book in their hand during taping, then I feel like all black women would think it was cool to read a book titled I Hate Black Women. But no prejudice here. I feel like if you're going to be a skeptic because of a book, then you should be a skeptic to the dick that goes in your mouth, the man you're fucking who you never even got tested for STDs, sleeping with married men, sleeping with your homegirl's man behind her back, raising and having bastard children. I think those are the things that you should be skeptic about and put some thought into. But I get it. So I'm going to be the nice person today, and I'm going to read an excerpt from my book, chapter titled Fuck Black Baby Mamas. That's right, you heard right. Fuck Black Baby Mamas. Black women, there is a silent war going on against you and your birthed children as well as your unborn children. White America is tired of you and tired of footing the bill for you to be able to take care of children that you should have never given birth to because you're unable to take care of yourselves. The abortion giant Planned Parenthood is ready, willing, and able to foster the destruction of black lives for profit. It is mind-boggling to know that black Americans represent only 13% of the population, but 30% of aborted children. Planned Parenthood is being referred to as the most obvious practitioner of racism in the United States today. But think about it for a minute, or however long you need to, before the truth begins to sink in. If black women don't have children out of love and they only have children to keep a man who will never stay, benefit financially off of their black children, or for any other motive other than the genuine love of wanting a family, then why should an abortion be the answer? Why should a black mother's burden become my burden? As a taxpayer, I am forced to pay more money in taxes to accommodate these automatic breeding machines. So that's an excerpt from the chapter titled Fuck Black Baby Mamas, and it's really graphic. So for those single black bitter baby mamas who have more than one child by different men or had a one night stand and got pregnant and decided, oh, I'm in love and I want to keep the child because maybe he will stay. This book is definitely for you, and you definitely need to read that chapter once, twice, and 3 times because I specifically wrote it for you. One thing that I've noticed is, as I said, I've saw my book on social media. I've saw it on forums so far. I've been reading the reviews on Amazon, and so far so good. Like, I understand that women are going to feel some kind of way purchasing or talking about a book that they think goes against them. The problem is you don't really know until you pick the book up and actually read it. Just like you know the songs to the rapper who's degrading you. Just like you support Mona Scott Young and all these reality shows that exploit you. Just like you can't walk in a room with other racists without them feeling uncomfortable. I think that if you put more effort into reading about what it is you need to do so that you can actually be the queens that you once were, that you can actually have the respect and gain the respect that you deserve. If you put that effort into really trying to be the person that they're afraid, and by they, I'm talking about white people, other races, even your own. If you put more effort into that than you did into hate, then you would be a force. Black women, you would be a force to be reckoned with. But you will take attitude with me. You will leave comments and say, oh, she hates herself. Oh, it's a shame. Your mother is this. Your father is that. You will say everything to take the attention off of yourselves. But what I know about Black women and what I've learned to understand about Black women is that they love attention no matter if it's negative or positive. And most of the time, they love negative attention because positive attention really doesn't get them anywhere. Positive attention doesn't make the news. Positive attention doesn't make social media. It doesn't make people want to retweet your tweets. It doesn't make people want to repost your posts. But when you're negative and when you're showing out and when you're acting the fool, everyone thinks you're funny. Everyone thinks you're cool. Everyone's like, oh my God, this woman is so entertaining. I would never act like this, but I swear if I was acting like this is how I'd want to act. So technically speaking, you are a joke to everyone. When someone's laughing at you and not with you, you are a joke. But again, you want to tell me about myself. You've never met me. You probably won't invite me over for tea. You don't want me to sit next to you, and I'm fine with that. But you haven't read the book. That's a fact. And I know who's reading and I know who's not, because the people who are reading are simply saying, I was side-eyeing the book because of the title, but when I started reading it, I realized the message that you were trying to convey to Black women. Those Black women who are lost and are not interested in being found, those are the ones who are saying, fuck this book, fuck this woman, she don't know what the fuck she's talking about, she's into white people, she's working for the white man. First of all, I'm working for myself. And the reason behind this book is because I have Black friends, I have Black family members. I come in contact with Black women and Black men all the time. And a lot of the times that I've come in contact with them, I have questioned why. Why do you act like that? Why are you okay with people laughing at you and pointing at you and saying, get this woman or this man away from me? Why is the Black race so comfortable with being downgraded and with being on the bottom of the totem pole? That's what's shocking to me. But when someone comes along and tries to uplift you and tries to say to you, let's all stand as one and battle these people who don't want the best for us, you attack that person. You make that person feel like they're, why am I even bothering? Black women, I'm sorry if you feel the way that you feel. I'm sorry if you feel like I'm picking on you or if I'm bullying you, because I'm really not. You are thinking this way because of the title of my book, and I've read it so many times. I've read so many Black women on social media say, I'm not buying that book. Black people are always going to be on top. Everybody wants to be Black. Everybody wants to be this. And a lot of them think that I'm a white man who wrote the book, or I'm a Black man who got fucked over by so many Black women that I decided to write a book about them. And I totally get it. When you don't do your research, you can make any assumption that you want to make. There was actually some smart people who went and searched the author's name and said, this is not a Black man. This is not a white man or a white woman. This is a Black woman. She has a YouTube page. So I say to myself, Black women spread everything, especially gossip, like the plague. One woman decided to come out and say, oh, this is a white person writing it. Another black woman came out and said, oh, this is a bitter black man writing it because women fucked him over. And these women ran with it. So I totally get it. You women are you love to jump on the bandwagon. But the only bandwagon that you're comfortable jumping on is the bandwagon of negativity. So I get it. And I'm not mad at you. Again, read I Hate Black Women, available on Amazon for Kindle and Create Space. After you read it, then we can have a legitimate conversation where you can actually challenge me with what you read, where you can actually ask me, what is it did you mean by this? What is it that you mean by that? You know? But until you read it, don't judge. And if you want to judge, that's completely fine. I welcome your negativity and your judgment with open arms. But then again, don't expect me to respond to you. Like, I've made the biggest mistake of responding to these illiterate women who are angry black women. I made the mistake of saying, you know what, fuck you, read the book and then come back to me and tell me how you feel. So I've realized that when you do that, you become a part of the problem that you are working so hard to fix. So my apologies to you. Like I said, we don't have to be friends. We don't have to go to dinner together. We don't even have to see each other. We don't have to be in each other's company. But if you're going to comment on something, make sure you comment because you know about what it is you're commenting about and not because you think you know. There's a big difference. Have a good night. Ciao.